Hello, I'm going to make a little basic tutorial on using VoiceOver, and I'm going to use this iPad to do it, although it works great on iPhone or iPod Touch as well. So we're going to turn on the iPad.
Notification Center, 7:13 p.m.
And I already have VoiceOver on, so the iPad is in VoiceOver mode where the different gestures work. And first of all, I want to go in and show you how to turn VoiceOver on, and also how to get the triple click home button set to turn VoiceOver on.
7:13 p.m. Unlock button. Unlock.
With VoiceOver, what you do,
Settings. One new item.
it reads whatever you touch, and then you double tap to select it.
Settings. Selected. General. One update of selected. Settings.
So in the menu, in the settings menu, we have General, and then
Accessibility button.
Accessibility.
Off. Settings.
In the accessibility menu at the very bottom,
Accessibility shortcut. VoiceOver button.
the triple click,
Triple click the home button for heading.
we can set the triple click home button to go to VoiceOver. So you want to do that.
Accessibility.
Now we'll go back to the accessibility menu. We'll go up and look at VoiceOver.
VoiceOver on.
VoiceOver is
Settings.
already on.
VoiceOver on.
Once it's
VoiceOver
on,
practice button.
this VoiceOver practice screen is very helpful.
VoiceOver practice. Practice VoiceOver double tap. Activates the selected item.
So this screen is to help you learn the gestures used in VoiceOver. So some of the common ones,
Two finger flick down. Read page starting at selected item.
I use that one a lot. Two finger single tap will stop the speech, so if it's being annoying and just talking, you can turn it off.
Two finger single tap. Pause or continue speech.
That one's really handy.
Three finger flick down. Scroll up one page.
Scrolling uses three fingers generally. There's also different kinds of taps.
Three finger double tap. Toggle speech on and off. Three finger triple tap. Toggle screen curtain on and off.
Another thing VoiceOver uses is this little imaginary rotor button.
Pinch close. Unselect text. Rotate clockwise. Select next rotor setting. Rotate counterclockwise. Select previous rotor setting.
So those things are very useful to be able to do. So practice all these different gestures, various kinds of
Flick
swipes
right. Move to next item.
and taps.
Three finger flick right. Scroll. Two finger flick up. Read page starting at the top.
So that's something you can go in and play with for a
Done.
while.
Button.
In general, the double tap
VoiceOver on.
is used to select anything. When you're first using VoiceOver,
Speak hints. Off.
it's helpful to turn on the hints, because then it'll kind of tell you what you can do next with it.
Accessibility.
I'm going to
Back
keep mine
button.
off.
Settings. Vision. Heading.
So we have VoiceOver on.
Settings. One new item.
We go to our home screen, and then to change pages on the home screen, you do the three finger flick.
Page 2 of 2. Office raised to the power of 2 HD. iBooks.
One thing I use VoiceOver for a lot is reading books, and one of the best apps is iBooks. So I recommend
iBooks.
getting
Start
that app.
Button.
And then already loaded on my iBooks app is
Fyodor Dostoevsky.
a book.
The
It's a
Brothers
free
Karamazov. February 21st, 2000.
book called The Brothers Karamazov. You can go in the store and find any book you want, but I'm just going to use this one for a demonstration. So I will select
Fyodor
it,
Dostoevsky.
and then I will double tap on the book to open it.
Fyodor Dostoevsky. The Brothers Karamazov. February. The Brothers Karamazov.
So that opens the book, and then I can start wherever I want to start,
Chapter I. Heading level.
and then use my two finger flick down to just start reading.
Chapter I. Image. Embellishment. Fyodor Pavlovich Karamazov. Alexei Fyodorovich Karamazov was the third son of Fyodor Pavlovich Karamazov, a landowner well known in our district in his own day, and still remembered among us owing to his gloomy and tragic death, which happened 13 years ago, and which I shall describe in its proper place.
So I
At the
can
present I will only say that this...
pause the speech with the two finger single tap, like we learned in the practice gestures, and The nice thing about iBooks is once you start reading, it will turn pages for you. So it'll just keep going and going and going. That's really nice. The Kindle app works the same way. I really like reading with those. I also can turn my speech rate up and down. Again, that's
Library.
back in the settings.
Fyodor Dostoevsky, The Brothers.
General accessibility, voiceover setting. You can change your speech rate to be slower or faster. Once you get used to listening to the synthetic speech, you can put it on pretty fast and really burn through some books.
iBooks. Messages.
Another app that works well with voiceover is the calendar app that comes with
Calendar. Tuesday.
the iPad.
Calendar. July 2014.
And because this isn't my iPad, I don't have any items on here, but when you do get
Tuesday.
items,
July 22nd.
you can add items and just go right through there. Get it to remind you of
Calendar.
things.
Tuesday. July 22nd.
Say you want to go to a website.
Doc. Safari.
We'll go to the Safari app.
Safari. Search Project Gutenberg. S greater than. Multi-line text field.
So I happen to be
Gutenberg.org.
at Project Gutenberg, which is a great place to find free ebooks. And they have a search button, so I'm going to look for a book.
Execute this. Search Project Gutenberg. S greater than. Multi-line text field. Is editing. Search Project Gutenberg. S greater than.
A favorite book of mine that I happen to know is free on here is A Little Princess. Let's try that.
Capital S. Capital A. Capital A. Space. Capital A. Delete. Space. Delete. Period.
I put 2 spaces in. Oops.
Space. Capital A. L. L. I. I. T. 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 K. L. L. D. E. E. Space. Little. F. P. P. R. R. I. I. N. N. B. C. C. E. E. S. S. 3. S. S. To result. L. Search. Books. A Little Princess. Sorted by popularity. Books. A Little Princess. Grimm's Fair. A Little Princess. Being the whole story of Sarah Crew now told for the first time. Frances Hodgson Burnett 242 download. A Little Princess. Project Gutenberg. Go to the main. Read this book online. Read this book online. HTML. Download. Read this book online. The Project Gutenberg ebook of Reader available.
Oh, reader available. That makes
The
it really
Project
easy
Reader button.
to use a website with voiceover. When there is reader available, I like to
Reader
choose that.
button. Selected. The Project Gutenberg ebook of A Little Princess. The Project Gutenberg ebook of A Little Princess. Being the whole story of Sarah Crew now told for the first time by Frances Hodgson Burnett. The Project Gutenberg ebook of A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson.
I'll skip this stuff.
Page 2 of 2. Page 2 of 2.
Let's go
Button.
back.
Back. Project Gutenberg. Go to the main page. Visited. Link. List start. Table of available file types and sizes. Read this book online. HTML. Reader of it. Page 2 of 1. Page 3 of 1. Page 4 of 100. Page 5 of 1. Page 6 of 180. The time. And when I. The time. And me if I could not write Sarah's story over again and put into it all the things and people who had been left out before. And so I have done it. And when I began I found there were actually pages and pages of things which. Me. Page 7 of 100. Selected. Contents. Heading level 2.
Oh, I'm going to skip that.
Page 8 of 100. Notice that his companion sat gazing into the A Little Princess. Heading level. A Little Princess. Chapter I. Sarah. Once on a dark winter's day, when the yellow fog hung so thick and heavy in the streets of London that the lamps were lighted and the shop windows blazed with gas as they do at night, an odd-looking little girl sat in a cab with her father and was driven rather slowly through the big thoroughfares. She sat with her feet tucked under her and leaned.
So there's how I can read a book actually on the internet.
Home.
In the same way, you can use VoiceOver to use the App Store.
Updates available.
You can
Doc. Mail.
check your email.
265 unread messages.
Write notes to yourself. Use the alarm clock. Navigate through the videos. I hope that gives you an idea of how useful VoiceOver can be, and later I'll try and make another video that shows how to use a little more of the advanced stuff like the rotor and selecting things and stuff like that. But for now, that's basically how you use VoiceOver. Thanks.